Welcome to another episode of Durarara. So, in the previous episode, there were so many things that happened, but two major ones that I'm thinking of right now. So, first of all, we saw the Salty's head, and Salty's head is the head that was sewn onto. Well, let me get my list. Because we know her name, The girl who was missing from school, Mika, right? It was sewn onto Mika, and she was together with Seiji. So yeah, that is Salty's head, and she has some memories because she seems to remember her own name because Seiji did call her Salty, but she doesn't seem to remember everything. She's also very paranoid about something. Now, what is that? My theory was that she's paranoid that the body is gonna come and get the head back, but why would she be paranoid about that? Like, my theory would be that it's because she doesn't have all the memories back, because surely if she had all the memories, maybe not though. Maybe she's becoming more and more independent as like a being, I guess. The head is maybe becoming independent of the body, and because okay, this is going way too deep. But I feel like maybe the memories that she's forming together with Seiji are weighing or are overpowering the memories of the past that she had with her body. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she just wants to be independent and not want to be with the body and wants to be with Seiji now. I don't know. That's my theories. We'll see in the future. Anyways, apart from that big bombshell at the end of the episode, the other thing that we saw that I was thinking about a lot, and I came to a few, not conclusions, but like I was making a few theories, is the Simon thing, right? Because there was a time where Karisawa came up to it was Karisawa coming up to Simon and being like, hey, have you seen Yumisaki? And Simon was like, nope, haven't seen him. So she left a note on like the Saga Shimono, the girl who was like basically there to find people, find stuff, whatever. She left a note there and then went to search for him, right? And then a little bit after that, Yamisaki came up to Simon and was like, hey, have you seen Karisawa? And Simon was like, no, haven't seen her. Now, there's something here. Obviously, the first thought would be he's lying, right? He's lying about not seeing her because he did see her. I was thinking about this when I turned off the episode. I was like, well, if we're going fully realistic, right? If I were Simon there, there's a high chance that I would just straight up forget about the person, right? That was just straight up forget about him. He met like probably like hundreds, if not thousands of people in the span of like whatever, however much time he was out there, right? So there's a high probability that he could just forget them. But, and I also saw a comment about that, being like, well, Simon probably just forgot them. Which, yeah, I was thinking about this. And that's really possible in like a real life setting. But this is an anime where I feel like the details like this really matter. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep it in my memory because I feel like it's gonna be important. But I don't know, because I feel like they kind of like put it in our face, being like, hey, he met both of them, but he never told, well, more specifically, he never told Yumisaki that he saw Karisawa, right? That is a big detail, I feel like, that they really pointed out in the episode. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this is gonna go. That's something that I have in my mind. Oh, and that was another big thing that I just remembered. Shinra. So they talked about this before, right? That he is the black market doctor, right? They said this before, and they did say that the Yagari Pharmaceuticals are working with the black market. So you can make a connection that they are kind of like working together. But and I was thinking about this way like before this episode because they did mention this before. And my conclusion was, well, the black market isn't one organization, right? The black market is basically everyone from every single side working to get some extra money, right? So there's no, just because two people are both working, or two sides are both working on the black market, doesn't mean that they're working together. So my theory was that Shinra is working with the dollars, but he's still like doing stuff on the black market. Meanwhile, Yagari Pharmaceuticals are working against the dollars, but they're also participating with the black market. But it seems like from the previous episode that that's not the case. He does seem to be very heavily involved with Yagari Pharmaceuticals, which means there's two questions then that arise from that conclusion. I know there's a lot of things happening, guys, but I'm trying to connect all of the dots. So there's two questions that arise from the conclusion of Shinra working with Yagari Pharmaceuticals. Now, first question is about Salty's head. Does he know about her head? If he knows about her head, is that the reason why he's trying to dissuade her from looking for the head? Is because he doesn't want her to get involved with Yagari Pharmaceuticals. He's trying to protect her. That would be the sound conclusion. Maybe he doesn't know about Salty's head, actually. Maybe he genuinely doesn't know that Yagari Pharmaceuticals have it. Maybe he suspects it, but doesn't know it. Maybe he doesn't even suspect it. Or maybe he actually knows it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. That's more theories. And the other thing that arises is, so we know that Izaya is working together, or I guess he's feeding information to Shinra and stuff like that, right? And Salty. So he is working together with them. Now, there was a theory or a rumor going around that Izaya is the lead, or I guess the founder of the dollars. Now, this is a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed in any way, shape, or form. But where there's a smoke, there's usually a fire, right? So if there is a rumor for Izaya to be the founder of the dollars, this rumor must have come from somewhere. So I'm sure that Izaya is somehow connected to the dollars, but then if he is connected to the dollars, who seem to be in opposition with Yagari Pharmaceuticals, then why would he work with Shinra, who works with Yagari Pharmaceuticals? So many things. Oh my god. I guess we'll see all of those things in like future episodes, but I'm trying to connect the dots, but I can't yet. So I guess we'll see. I feel like I have too little information to connect everything, but those are all of my theories. So let's go into it. Let's see what the story is gonna tell us. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Unblurred is gonna be on my Patreon down in the description, and let's go into Durarara episode 9. Damn! I'm not like other girls. Yes.
何か飲み物でも買ってこようか。ほら、すぐあそこに見える自販だよ。待ってて。
Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave the phone alone. Whoa. Inseparable love. Which love is it gonna be? Is it between Salty and Seiji, or Seiji and the sister? Mika? Mika slash Salty? What's happening? Oh, he's trying to open it. Okay.
綺麗でしょ。さあ、こっちは何かな。何。家の中は静まり返っていて、私と聖司はいつも二人きり。弟が生まれる前から私は叔父の家に預けられることも多く、書斎にも自由に出入りしていた。あれはそこにあった。
Salty, okay.
外国から密輸入したというあれを叔父は見入られたように眺めては時々話しかけたりもするのだった。確かに美しかった。叔父がくれたどんな人形よりも不思議と残酷さは感じられず、まるで首だけで一つの生き物であるように思えた。でも私にとってはそれだけ。だからあの日、弟を書斎にこっそり招き入れたのはただいつもの遊びのつもりだったし、秘密を共有したかっただけかもしれない。ねえ、綺麗でしょ。それが全ての始まり。
So he became obsessed with it.
そして未だに続く後悔。
So he was never actually looking for Mika. He was always infatuated with Salty.
会うのは初めてだよね。不法入国者とかのリストは役に立った？
Namie.
八木奈美恵さん。嬉しいな。
It's Izaya.
矢切製薬第6件主任にわざわざこんな無彩ところまでおいでいただけるとは。どうぞ、その辺に適当にかけて。
So this is gonna be answering some of the questions that I had earlier about Izaya.
弟の居場所を突き止めて。
Maybe.
報酬はいくらでも払います。昨日の夜から連絡が取れない。池袋のどこかにいるはず。
まだそんなに時間が経ってないじゃない。なんでそんなに心配なの？
女と一緒にいる。首の周りに傷跡がある女。
女？はは、そういうお年頃だよ。
すぐ動いて。
I love Izaya. His energy is just
他に調べた
so
方が
chill.
いい大事なことがたくさんあるんじゃないの？お宅の会社、外資系のネブラって大企業に吸収されちゃうかもって噂だよね。そうなったら、あんたの立場。
折原伊佐谷さん、おしゃべりしている暇はないの。
意外だな。あんたのような優秀な女性が弟愛とはね。
私の何を知ってるの？
俺の知ってる柳奈美恵さんは偉い女だよ。だっていくら同族会社だからってあんたの親父さんはヘマやって失墜しちゃったし、現社長のおじさんは随分クールみたいだしね。だから奈美恵さんは自分の力で会社に入って若くしてここまでの立場になったんだ。しかもこんな美人で。
さすがよく知ってるのね。あなたなら弟を探すのもわけないわね。
弟ね。あんまり干渉しすぎるのは良くないよ。
干渉なんかじゃないわ。あの子を守るのは私しかいないの。
自分だけは気づかないらしいよね。ストーカーってさ。守ってやってるつもりなんだって。
私をストーカーなんかと一緒にしないで。
Yeah, I'm different, guys. I'm different.
冗談じゃない。よし、協力しましょう。ただし、俺のやり方でね。警察と情報屋は違うんだから。
どういうルールなのよ。
一つ聞くけど、その首に傷がある女に焼き餅焼いてんの？
どうして？
That's an answer in itself.
あの子に嫉妬するはずない。
Yeah, surely, guys.
私の胸を焼く赤く錆びついた嫉妬は。
姉さん、俺、好きな子がいるんだ。
聖司の様子がだんだんおかしくなっていったのは分かっていた。やたらと叔父の書斎に行きたがり、書斎に忍び込んではあれを夢中で見つめていた。聖司が愛したのは人ではない。心もなく、体さえなく。 償として社に置いた。それからだ。ネブラの接触が始まり、研究を漏らさないよう私が躍起になっている時に、セキュリティカードが盗まれた。
Oh.
私だけが持っていたカードが。
Was it Seiji?
姉さん、俺、人を殺しちゃったかもしれないんだ。
Mika?
どうしよう。
その時私の胸に浮かんだのは、恐怖でも怒りでもなく、果てしない喜びだった。聖司が必要としているのは私。
Oh God.
あなたは何にも心配することはない。全部姉さんに任せて。
She's so creepy.
あの女じゃなくて、彼女のことなんだけど。
やっぱり聖司が連れ出していたのね。大丈夫よ。彼女のことも私に任せなさい。
So he killed Mika. And then she reassembled Mika with Salty's head.
聖司にハリマミカという頭の悪いストーカー女がつきまとっていることを私は知らなかったの。
That makes sense.
勝手に部屋
Okay.
に侵入され、あれを見られた聖司は、どんな手を使ってでも私があなたを守
Okay.
る。
So we knew that she was stalking Seiji, right? That was said before. It kind of felt weird because why? Like at first, it was introduced to us that she was stalking Seiji, and then we flipped to Seiji, who seemed like he was obsessed with her all of a sudden. And we were like, "What the hell's happening here?" Right? Or I was like that. But now it makes sense. She was stalking Seiji. She saw the head. I don't know, freaked out, said something to him about the head or something, and he killed her, and then Namie put her back together with Salty's head, and that's where we are now. And because of Seiji's obsession with Salty, I guess, he's like infatuated with her. Meanwhile, Namie is obsessed with Seiji in like a very unhealthy way. Interesting. Okay.
ああ、はいはい。そう慌てることもないみたいよ。警察が保護してもうじきあんたに電話がかかってくるんじゃないかな。いや、警察ったって平気平気。大したことないって。多分。
ふざけないで。
Here we go.
はい。はい、そうですが。
The police station. Okay, so this confirms that Izaya is not against working with Yagari Pharmaceuticals, but it seems like he's just working with whoever. Whoa. Where? Be careful, you're still being pursued. Where are you right now? This doesn't seem like a Seiji message. Because he's trying to dissuade her. He was saying like, oh, don't worry, you're safe and stuff like that. This is not a Seiji message. Who's messaging her this? And who are they talking about being pursued? The only one I can think of is Salty's body. Okay, yeah, what I was saying about Izaya is it seems like he's not necessarily working with Yagari Pharmaceuticals, but he is just kind of like I guess he's a man up for hire, right? Not a mercenary necessarily, but just a man for the job, right? So if you bring in the dough, he's gonna do it. In his own method. So it's not, yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense, but also it seems like some of the things that he was doing with like Salty and letting Shinra know information, well, maybe Shinra is paying him as well for information. I was gonna say that maybe it seemed like he was doing that out of his own volition, but maybe Shinra is basically paying him to give him information. I don't know. Or maybe that is part of Yagari Pharmaceuticals, but...
何どうしたの行くのでもまだ。
Of course it can't be Seiji, he doesn't have a phone.
君が僕をそんなに愛してくれていて嬉しいよ。僕も君を愛してる。ずっと、ずっとね。
怖いの。
何が？
お願い、どこか遠くへ。
That's not Sawashiro Miyuki, right?
なんだあれ。違う原告。落ち着いてください。俺たちは別に怪しいもんじゃないから。話を聞いて。
Oh!
彼女を離せ。俺は大丈夫だから。
What a Chad. God, I love this guy.
なんだかわからないけど、追っかけなきゃやばいんでしょ。一度行ってみたかったんだ。ここは俺に任せて先に行け。
God, I love Shizuo. He's such a Chad.
待て。
Oh, I love the horse sound effect. It's so cool. Damn, she's fast. Again?
すみません、大丈夫ですか？君は。
待て。いや、お前が待て。離せ。離せ。
Look at the pencils in the knees
あの子。
or the thighs.
そうだ。俺の運命の人だ。彼女、なんであんなんの。知るか。
Oh! On the pavement. Like on the edge.
好きな相手のことを知らないってのがよ。ちょっと無責任じゃねえの。人を好きになるのに、そんなこと関係ない。じゃあなんだ。どういう理由で運命の人なの。俺が愛してるからだ。他に答えなんかない。愛を言葉に置き換えることなんかできやしない。だから俺は。俺は行動で示す。彼女を守る。それだけだ。
Ah!
イザヤよりはずっと気に入った。だからこれで勘弁してやる。
Ooh, he's knocked out. Nice. Good speech, good speech.
抜いたら血が出るよな、これ。絆創膏買ってから抜こう。いや、瞬間接着剤の方。
Instant adhesive? I'm pretty sure he would get arrested for this. That would be like attempted murder or something.
捕まえたら高校生に邪魔されて、追いかけたら今度は別の高校生が現れて、君の首を連れ去っていった。そんな世まいごとを信じろって？
無理に信じろとは言わない。
信じるよ。でもなんでそこに静雄くんが？
ああ、すっかり忘れていたけど、イザヤからの仕事で公園に待機していたんだ。そこに静雄が通りかかって、ちょっと話を。結局その仕事はドタキャンになったって後から連絡が入ったからいいんだ。
折原くんか。
ともかく死んだと話がしたくて。
まだ混乱中だね。話し相手ならいくらでもするよ。
そもそもなんで私の首に私以外の体があるんだ。
まあ、実際に見ていない僕が何を言っても白川湯船だが、推測でもよければ。例えば、体格の合いそうな女の子を見つけて、適当に首をすげ替えたんじゃないかな。
おぞましいことを。
出来たてほやほやの死体があったとか。
やめてくれ。でも、そう。
Shinra, I feel like he knows. I feel like he's trying to bullshit his way through this.
間違ってなかったはずだ。あの事件の後、政治のためにあの子を作り出したことを。
行かなきゃ。
大丈夫よ。もう大丈夫だから。怖かったわね。
彼女が。
でも何も問題なかったじゃない。あの子がここを逃げ出して、政治と一緒になった時も、私の愛は何も揺るがなかった。私の愛を踏み台にして政治の愛があり、政治はそれを知っていて、知っていることを私も知っている。何もかも歪んでいて、それでも。
そう、ライラ学園の制服。誰だ、あいつ。
分かってるから、任せて。
Oh no.
ともかく、ライラの子を見つけ
So this is how he's gonna get involved in the entire thing.
君を見て悲鳴しかあげなかった首と。一人の人間として生きているらしい首をどうしようって言うの。
Yeah.
君のためにその首を体から切り離すとでも言うのかい。
Yeah, it's becoming autonomous, it seems like. Or not even autonomous, just independent, right?
認めたくないんだ。私の首と私の記憶は失われたと。自分のしてきたことが、この20年間が全て無駄だったなんて。
無駄なんかじゃないさ。
絶対に彼女を取り戻してみせるから、あなたはここで待ってて。ねえ、携帯は落としたの？
わからない。なかった。カバンにしまったのに。彼女は俺がいなくちゃダメなんだ。二人きりじゃなくちゃ。
そうなのね。いいのよ。全部姉さんに任せて。
Okay, interesting. So you see how, oh my god, that's so cool though. Like the story is getting so juicy. So first of all, obviously we're seeing like the blind love that he has for Salty. With like, it's obvious nobody but her could have gotten rid of his cell phone, but he even for a second doesn't want to doubt her, right? That's really cool. The interesting thing is the entire texting situation to Salty. Who is doing that? Yeah, who is doing that? Why are they doing it? Why are they trying to make her paranoid? Who are they trying to make her paranoid of? Is it? Oh wait, you think it's Shinra trying to make sure that Salty and Salty, yeah, Salty and Salty don't meet up? You think it's Shinra doing that? Trying to make Salty like Mika Salty. I'm gonna say Mika. Trying to make Mika paranoid so that she like runs away or something and doesn't actually end up meeting with Salty's body. Because I'm sure that like the way that Shinra was talking here as well, it seems like he's trying to crack jokes to, you know, divert attention from Salty from the entire topic, right? He doesn't want her to dive deeper into it, right? And he doesn't want to help her with this because I'm guessing he knows. So that would make sense, I think, if it were Shinra texting her. But then why would... Oh yeah, that was the question that I wanted to say. Why would Mika actually destroy Seiji's phone? What would she gain from that, right? She wouldn't want them to be... She wouldn't want the contacts to be there. Maybe she didn't want anyone to find their location or something. So she didn't want Seiji's phone to be on. But then why would she have her own phone on? Is it so that she could receive the texts from this person that's texting her to see the updates of like the situation? Maybe it was because of her paranoia that she wanted to keep her phone, but also because of her paranoia of others finding her and finding their location, she wouldn't trust anyone else around her, that being Seiji. Maybe? I guess that would kind of be a sound theory. I guess we'll see.
なんてずうずうしい。人形は人形らしく、おとなしくしていればよかったのだ。私の愛を邪魔せず。
She's just horrible.
決めた。もう後悔だけはしたくない。二度と。いい？下の連中全員にすぐ連絡を回して、生死は問わないわ。場合 合によってはそのまま処理してしまいなさい。
Nakura et Tomeo. Untitled. Are you okay? Where are you now? From Nakura. 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 Tomeo. Nakura. 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 Togusa. Orihara. Nakura. Dollars. Tanaka Taro. Nakura. No, no, no. Sonohara. Nakura. No. Kamichika? No. Harima Mika? No. Yagiri Seiji. Shitani Shinra. Nakura. No. Salty Sturluson. No. Shingen. Haruna. Nakura. Haruna. Nakura. No. I don't think so. Raira. Aka? What? I don't know. I don't remember what these names are, guys. I just have them written down. I don't remember what they are. Henjima Yuhei. Heiwajima Kasuka. No. Nyaka Shuji. Tom. Nakura. No. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, Haruna would be the closest one, but even then, Nakura, that's different. That's completely different. Haruna is the girl who was in the bed of the reporter, right? Or in the room with of the reporter. So either like daughter or wife or something like that. And she looks like one of the slashers. Nakura. I don't think it's her. Nakura. I don't know. Yugami no Mikado. Is it him? And he's in the dollars. Chat room. God, I love his VI so much. To? I'm gonna talk about that scene at the end. There's a lot to discuss there. Oh, she does love Seiji. Oh, baby. So, okay, what I wanted to talk about with the entire Izaya situation is, okay, so the way that they framed it, it seemed like he was the one on the phone, right? He was the one sending messages to Salty Mika. Okay, so, but are we just, I mean, is it fair for us to take that scene as it is? Like, is it fair for us to just be like, yeah, okay, the way that they framed it, it's definitely Izaya? Or, I mean, I guess it is. I guess it is. Because, like, they didn't show specifically it is Izaya who sent that message. The way that they framed it is she got the message and then they cut to Izaya being on his phone and we are not really seeing what he's doing. It's implied that he's the one to send the message. You know what? I'm gonna assume that he is the one who sent the message. If in the future they decide to turn it on its head, then I'm gonna keep it in mind as well. But right now I'm gonna assume that he is the one who's sending those messages to Mika. Okay, so he's sending the messages to Mika. Why? Well, before we go into that, let me talk about the fact that he was in the Dollars chat room. Now, is he in there because I'm guessing, like they said that only the Dollars have access to it. I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow got access to it even without being in the Dollars, but once again, I'm gonna make an assumption here and say that he probably is in the Dollars as well. But he isn't dedicated to purely the Dollars because we see him working together with Shinra Pharmaceuticals or Yagiri Pharmaceuticals, right? So he just seems like the pot stirrer. He's just stirring the pot of like bullshit, right? And he's just trying to see what's gonna happen. He just loves chaos, it seems like, right? He just wants stuff to happen, action to happen. And to be fair, he does benefit from it, like monetarily, because people come up to him to ask him for help, right? So he has a horse in this race. If there's stuff going on, if there's trouble brewing, people are gonna come running to him. If police aren't able to do something, people are gonna turn to him, and they're gonna pay him well, it seems like, for him to basically get rid of their problems. So he's monetarily incentivized to keep the pot stirring, right? So it makes sense. He's working on all fronts and trying to, he's benefiting from it, right? Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's really cool. Apart from that, why would he be, like, what would be the motivation behind trying to send those messages to Mika? I guess it's to unsettle the entire Yagiri side of things, right? Because if Mika is the way that she is, that would mean that both Namiya and Seiji are very active in like doing stuff, like, and very unsettled, because Yagiri is Seiji is unsettled because obviously, and like depressed because, well, Mika is gone, and because of that, Namiya is gonna be actively trying to do stuff like find the girl, find Mika for Seiji's sake. So I guess she's gonna be coming up to him, coming up to Izaya to ask him for help. Yes, okay, makes sense. Okay, so are his threats like empty towards Mika? I'm guessing they are. Not threats necessarily, let's say his messages. I'm guessing they're empty, like empty threats. Empty messages, not like without any substance to it. He's just doing it to unsettle her and to basically get the pot stirring more. Makes sense. Okay. By the way, these are all theories based on the current information. If they are proven to be wrong in the future, I'm gonna keep it in mind. So please don't, like, if I have a wrong theory right now, don't spoil it. Don't say, no, that's wrong, unless I'm missing a detail from previous episodes. But so far, these are only my theories as of this moment. Okay, interesting. What else? What else is there to say there? I mean, Celti and Shinra are the interesting part as well, because Shinra, I feel like, I'm like 90% sure that he knows about Celti's head and stuff like that, but he isn't telling her. And it seems like Celti's head is becoming more autonomous, but it doesn't seem like, from the way that she's acting and stuff like that, it feels like she's never gonna be able to get pure, like, what's the word? Like, she's not gonna feel complete until she gets the body. No matter how much she's becoming more and more of an individual without her body, it doesn't seem like she's ever gonna feel complete because of the feeling of amnesia until she actually gets her body. Because I feel like she's gonna feel the amnesia until she gets reattached to her original body. And I feel like as long as she feels that amnesia, no matter how many memories she makes as this new being, she's gonna feel this emptiness within her, right? So I feel like she's gonna have to, no matter what, she's gonna have to eventually, if she wants to be happy, have to reunite with her body. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. God, what a cool episode. Jesus Christ. This is getting so insane. I'm loving it so much. Okay, I guess we'll see. Yeah, let me end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.